Hello and what is up to my second episode on School Bus Live. Welcome to School Bus Live here with Nick with Augusta School Department. We're interviewing Nick right now at this time on about transportation and everything about how he does and how he run things. So, hi Nick, how are you? That's good. All right. So, how long have you been a transport or supervisor or manager, or how long have you been driving companies or anything?
About 2, 3 years.
2, 3 years. That's nice. What's your favorite bus?
I have to be that guy 4010. Keep you handy.
That guy's C2 Handy is your favorite bus. You like C2s in general?
Augusta.
Do you like C2s in general? Like, what's your top favorite bus in real life other than RR? Nick. Nick. Hello? Nick. What's your favorite bus? Like period in general. FS65, Thomas, Bluebirds, ICs, or you don't know? Hmm.
I'm gonna have to mute my mic.
Nick, you're rolling. Do you know?
Thomas C2s.
You like C2s. What's your favorite thing about a C2?
All the features that come with them.
Like, can you explain that a little more? Like the interior. Like, what do you like about the bus? Like how wide it is.
The motors in the 2013 models.
I like the '07 models. What's your favorite engine? Mine's is MBE and Cummins ISL. What's your favorite engine?
I think it's a Cummins. I think Cummins.
You like Cummins ISB?
I don't know what engine that's in the C2 in the 2013 brand.
Probably in the 2013 will probably be Cats or MBEs, but mostly right now in Rick's Rides, all the engines and C2s that we have right now is Cummins ISB by that guy. But anyway, do you think school buses should have seatbelts?
Yes,
Why?
I think they should.
Why?
It's a safety. For safety.
Yeah, for safety. Why do you think they need seatbelts to be safe? Just to hold them from protection?
Hold down protection, get crash tests. I've seen crash tests where they don't have school buses and the dummies that they have in them, they're all over the place. With seatbelts, they're in one area.
All right, so what happened if there was a bus and it was hard for those to get out of the seat? Do you know? Like, what would be the issue?
And then they'll have a seatbelt color.
That's right. I was waiting for you to say that. That's right. Yes, school buses should have seatbelt cutters, even if school buses don't have seatbelts in them. They're supposed to. Now, let's say, how do you discipline your driver? Say if your driver was at his last, he was done with his route and he was on his way to the lot, pull it in, and he had a child in the back of his bus. What would you do?
He'll be put on administrative leave without pay.
Without pay? Oh, that's too funny. Are you serious? So yeah, the parents call up and be like, my daughter never made it to school. What would you do? Say, hi, I'm calling. My daughter never made it home. She rides bus 18 and she never made it home yet. What would you do?
I'll call the driver and see if he checked his bus cap.
And what happened if he did? What happened if he didn't?
Then, wait, can you repeat that?
I said, what happened if he didn't check the bus before to leave? Even though you said you would fire him. And also, how would you say you're fired, but not in a mean way, or there's only a mean way?
I'll say, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to let you go.
I'm dead. Oh, wow. Just let him go. Get out. Get out the office, huh? Now, say if there was a driver just driving down the street and passed the red lights in front of you, and it wasn't your county or your district, what would you do? And you're not around from.
I'll call dispatch to let them know that I'm called the other school district.
Oh, so you'll call. Okay. You're calling your dispatch department, or you're calling someone else? I'm saying, like, what happened if you were traveling and school is still going and you're at the stop, as it said, stop in front of the bus, and you saw another car fly right by? What would you do?
Oh, call the dispatch.
You'll call police.
No, I'll call the dispatch. Say a car ran a reds. And I'll get him the license plate number. And then they'll take care of it after that. I might have to go in and do a report on it, but.
Interesting. Do you think some buses need air conditioning or heat?
Well, our buses up here have AC in them, so. And they already have heat. So yeah.
Do you allow students to eat on your bus? Why or why not?
It depends on what school it is. Like HS, I sometimes allow, but ES I don't.
What is your favorite fuel tank economy? What's your favorite fuel economy? Propane, CNG, diesel?
I actually never thought about that.
I don't.
None of our compare propane though, or the other thing.
I know. What's your favorite fuel economy? Is what I'm asking.
I know, but I never really thought about that, so I really don't.
Well, I would say diesel, but listen to this. Not a propane opinion, it's a propane answer. Now available in a PSI 8.8 liter propane engines combined with a standard Allison transmission, and the CE series provides a clean, more additive to diesel without sacrificing the power of the torque or anything with the bus. And it's the largest dealer network in the industry. Peace of mind coming in standards to putting the CE series about propane buses and that you work with today. I wouldn't even dare putting a propane in my bus, and none of my buses, period. I don't like propane. I'd rather go with diesel. Diesel is more safe with children because you can throw a match into the bus and it'll catch on fire. Gasoline will automatically catch on fire or anything. Or just period. All right, Nick. Next question. Have you ever saw what happened if one of your drivers drove right across to the track while a train was coming? What would you do? If a driver was driving driving a bus of your county, your district, your transportation department, and they drove literally straight across the railroad track, what would you do? And what happened if it was your child on that bus? How would you feel if your child got hit by a train? And what would you do?
Driver would automatically be fired.
Automatic be fired. What happened if your child was on that bus and you didn't live in that city and he was riding another school bus?
I'll probably go to the driver. safe with my child on board.
Now, what happened if you were just literally just checking on all your buses, looking at the cameras and everything, and you saw one of your drivers hitting a child? What would you do? I mean, like, how would you feel? Like, what would happen if you ever saw it? And if putting your hands on on someone in the and that's a tough one, Mikey. I mean, I said Mikey. That's a tough one, Nick.
Okay, you like broke up right halfway inside.
I said, hey, is John available to join you in this call?
Huh?
Is John available, your co-owner?
I honestly don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna continue. Anyway, like I was saying, what happened if I said if one of your bus drivers blew straight by a train track, got hit by a train, and he didn't do his railroad procedure, and he got hit by a train by not doing his procedure?
Yeah, he'll be automatically fired. I'm gonna try adding John into the call.
Okay.
See if he'll pick up.
And can you explain to us how do we do a railroad crossing? Also, when you get back.
You will come. You'll come up the railroad track, probably like 100 feet away from that. You'll stop, put your bus in neutral, put your four ways on. You'll open up your service door, open up your railroad window. You'll look in for a train. Then if you got two one, then you close the door, put the bus in neutral. Go down. If you're specifically out, but if it's not, then I wouldn't recommend it.
How many times do we do look and listen, you said?
Many times it requires.
While here in Ohio, it requires 2. And then as you proceed across the track, you do it with caution.
Yes. That's probably what it is up here. I really don't know about the railroad procedures up there because Augusta don't have any active railroad practices anymore.
Oh, that's cool. That's very good. You know, some people be lazy to do that. Some drivers. Is John coming?
No, I think I added him in, so I don't know if he's gonna join or not.
Do you have a shop that works with your company?
Yes.
Is he available to speak to right now?
Well, actually, yeah. No.
No, he's not.
Because John, so Ron is the former Andy shop person. But
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Cool. You know, I'm a mechanic myself of Garfield. Anyway, okay. Did you know that Thomas is going on? It's been going on for 100 years right now, and it's almost 101. So I'm like really excited for Thomas. They really been doing a big one. They passed up Bluebird at International. I found that very, very successful at how safe they've been doing over the past 100 years. They haven't been getting no bad reports about their buses. Only thing I just don't like what Thomas did is that they got rid of the FS65, the Thomas Freightliner FS65. It's the only I'm like really highly upset that they got rid of the FS65. I love the FS65. It's one of my favorite buses, actually. One of my favorite school buses is the Thomas FS65. They got rid of it because it was a replacement of the Thomas Safety Liner C2. So it's right now one of the top best buses, actually, if you look it up. one of the best buses. It's not in the shop a lot. It doesn't. Parts are not even expensive or none of that. So I find that very cool about that about the bus. So, but anyway, they save a lot of things. I can tell you how to be successful in your transportation. It can only be one call, one answer, one happy, and one happy transportation director. He stays on top of his real time GPS and tracking, his routing and scheduling, and his student tracking ID. And then also he has an app for his company, so they can also track the bus on where it's going, and he can be there every second or every minute of what's the bus doing. And also you have camera access inside of the bus. And do you have cameras, surveillance cameras? Do you have surveillance cameras in your buses?
And other features and the truck checking.
I think I asked this question earlier. Do you have air conditioning in you guys' buses?
No, we don't.
You don't? Okay, because I was gonna ask what's the model. And I was gonna tell you which model's better. Okay. Which bus don't you like? Which bus that you do not like and why?
I really don't like the ICCE.
You hate internationals? Why?
I don't like the CE style of them.
The CE serious? You just don't like you just don't like the CEs, or do you like ICFE, or you just don't like international period?
I like ICCE and FBE. The CREs I don't like.
Oh, you don't like ICREs? Why?
No.
Why not?
They just don't look appearing. They look horrible.
That's crazy. Out here in Ohio, we're not allowed to have RE buses. The only RE buses we can have is city buses. That's crazy. Have you ever visited Florida? Florida OCPS, everybody knows that transportation. Orange County Public Schools, one of the biggest district, running more than 1,200 school buses on biodiesel. One of the biggest. Orange County Public School has an entire fleet of school buses running on biodiesel, which has reduced the use of training of diesel fuel in its district. 1,274 buses powered by B20 in a blend of 80% of petroleum, 20% of diesel by diesel. Orange County Schools is over 2.8 miles a gallon of its fossil fuel diesel based on covering or B2 biodiesel. They just have a lot of features on their bus. They have double stop signs, right roof tinted windows.
All we have is one stop arm on our buses.
One stop sign, you mean?
One stop arm, one show light, one and non-tinted windows.
Did you know that a truck driver passed it? A truck driver gets jail time for passing a school bus on the right side. I said, Nick, did you hear what I said? I didn't say the left. I said the right side, where the door is and where they let the child at. The truck driver gets jail time for letting that kid out. Well, he passed up the bus instead of him. I'd rather for him to go on the left and pass up a school bus than going on the right. But he almost hit that child, and that child almost died. But I just find that crazy how someone is that stupid to even. I understand when people is in a hurry, but you acting like you can't stop and wait for a couple seconds, even if it's for a wheelchair. Wheelchair. We have a main street called Mayfield Center Road. No, South Belvoir, South Green out here in Ohio. And we have at least 3 handicapped students live on that main street. It's about 20 miles long, if I believe so. And people has to wait because the driver has their reds on for like a good 3 minutes. They try to do it quick as possible, getting them out of the bus safely and everything. It's a lot of procedures in a step of being a handicap bus because it's a lot of procedure of doing it. But
Stop, put the bus in neutral, put five parking brake, turn the handicap bus on, and then you have to go unshut, and then you have to go out and put the handicap bus down. You get on the handicap bus, then you put it all the way down to the ground, and then you have to put it back up, and then go back, turn it, look off.
I just found that like crazy. I mean, I understand it takes a long time, but it's just wow. It just shocks me that they made them buses just for handicapped students. I find that very special about buses. So now a wheelchair doesn't have to feel left out, and they have transportation. They can even ride the city bus if they want. City buses have wheelchair lifts on their buses and everything. But like I said, I cannot believe that a truck driver. Okay, video of the Massachusetts State Patrol released footage May 2014, including a semi truck swerved around and stopped on a school bus. You can go ahead and watch it right now on schoolbusfleet.com/truck pass. I'll probably show YouTube the video by sharing my screen. What else? 10 tips for stepping up in school bus security. What type of security systems do you have in your buses?
Like, what do you mean?
Well, let me go first. Inspect it by through, be observant, build rapport or respect with students, use driver's side window, develop radio code words, prepare for actions, work with police, force that last reports, and bring outside speakers. So what I mean by using code words, like well, not by side words, but you know how like when you get on a radio. No. I'm doing it wrong. I'm sorry. Okay, so say if at nighttime somebody was walking through your bus lot and touching things on your bus and doing things with the buses, and your driver gets ready to drop that bus out for the lot and get ready to pick up some students in the morning, and he did something to that bus, and like maybe he messed up something on that bus really bad that can cause the children to be in danger. Do your drivers really do their inspection the right way, like they're supposed to? Yeah, because it's very important to pre-trip every day. You're supposed to pre-trip every day when you're driving or you're doing anything with buses.
Whenever you touch the bus, you pre-trip it.
Period. Period. Point blank. Simple as. I don't care if you was a freaking hour late. You should never start up a bus and pull right off. Especially if it's wintertime. Can you trust on your? Can you trust on? Can you count on your defrog on in your buses? Like, period. Which bus do you have problems with the most in your fleet that you own right now?
C2s.
C2s. I thought you hated those things. The superintendent might have bought them for you.
No. I hate ICRs.
Are you own ICRs in your fleet?
No, we own C2s and CEs.
I know. I asked which bus do you have that has the most problems in your fleet?
Yeah, that's C2s.
Oh.
My mom bus out for a whole week.
Ooh.
Doing problems.
Wow.
Doing problems. My mom's a school bus driver from my district.
Wow. Did you know that growing GPS student tracking capabilities offers more security tools? Did you know that? Did you know they're now putting in buses, if you want to purchase it, they put freaking tablets on the buses. Smart tag ables for quickly viewing tablets of students' information, including a photo, an assigned seat, an assigned stop, and medical needs. I find that very cool that what technology is doing these days. They're putting tablets in buses, and also parents can look at their all the bus stops it has, where is it going, and what time it'll be there. Um, I don't know which model it is at the top of my head, but I find that nice how technology is being updated. And then they're giving student IDs. It's called the Z-Pass student tracking system. Technology makes including wide student ridership data quickly, easy, and the company has to offer. So I find that cool. So, um, what else? I will be. Hmm, how many cameras do you have in your buses?
So all the ones that think we have and then our new one we only have one in the park.
Ooh. How long do you change your oil on the bus? Do you know at the top of your head?
No, I don't.
No. Okay. It's it. It's okay. Like I said, it's a mechanical thing. It's a mechanic thing. Um, I think it's a transportation department somewhere in the United States that owns Thomas Safety Line C2s. Well, actually, I take that back. Um, May of 2015, Thomas Safety Liner CNG and Thomas built their first Type C powered by natural gas. So now natural gas is able to offer, but like I said earlier, I wouldn't purchase anything but diesel in buses because it's dangerous. To me, it is. CNG is natural gas, but I don't get the difference of natural gas and propane. They both act the same. Everyone says that's been on here, so that's what I think. Um, you may tell you why a lot of drivers leave work and want to quit their jobs. There's three reasons why. Pay hours, they're paying their hours, their CDL health, and student behavior and administrative support. So those are the three reasons why a lot of drivers quit their jobs or leave early because of that, because of those reasons. That's all for that. But that's the reason why a lot of drivers leave companies these days because of that. All right. Next question. What happened if one of your huh?
I said, how many more questions are there?
Probably about like 10. Uh, all right. Next question. Have you ever noticed about texting while driving lately? Texting while driving happening once a month in a different district by everything. But yeah, wow. Yeah. What happened if one of your drivers were texting while driving and you caught them?
So they'll probably be fired.
Mm. Now, what happened if you saw any? Like I said, you saw anybody else texting while driving, and you're driving right next to them, as in your normal car? What would you do? Would you call the police and tell, or would you just let them be and let them learn their lesson if something happened to them?
I'll probably.
It's crazy.
Probably.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'll call least let them know.
That's crazy. Did you know? Do you know how much the law in Tennessee school buses? You know, do you know they can face school bus drivers can face jail time and up to $1,000 fee if any drivers or any school bus drivers are caught behind a wheel texting while driving. It can be jail or up to $1,000, or if they get caught on the phone driving, same thing.
Well, I'll get the reverse when you get south, so it's unfortunate enough.
Nick,
Yeah?
who was that?
Are you asking to die? What? Pickle's asking to die.
What?
So I couldn't understand again. Oh, okay. They don't mind my background noise.
Who was that? Hi, is that John? Oh, I thought that was John. Okay. Well, anyway, Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to the '80s. I never knew that Thomas ever made a city bus. It's called the 1980 Thomas City Liner, City SITI Liner, and it was made in 1980. And I thought that was pretty cool of Thomas. So they make more. They make more than city and school buses. So I find that quite cool. And Lion buses in the last year, November, started making electric buses. So now Lion buses offer electric buses. So it's quite cool. Nick, you have a lot of background noise going on there, buddy.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, it's okay. I'm just letting you know that they hear that live. All right, next question. What? Okay, bye. All right, but anyway, um, okay. Would you ever purchase a route thing on the side of your bus? Yeah, you know, like a big old gray thing on the side of the big old black thing on the side of your bus, and it's like squarish. Yes, would you purchase those on the side of your buses? Or you think it's so? Or do you think it's so?
The simple fact is, our buses have the our buses have it has a red. It'll have let me go and find it real quick.
That's crazy.
Cause it'll have the bus number and then it'll have a route number written below it. For instance, let's say this bus 51. I'll have the bus number, which is 12-12071. And I'll have underneath that I'll have right number be 51.
Oh. So you wouldn't purchase one at all?
No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either because I think it's a waste of money. Students already see the bus numbers on the bus, so even if it was a substitute bus, you can make an automatic printed paper and put it on the side of the bus. So, all right. And I heard propane saves a lot of money. If you didn't know that, school district has been saving a lot of money lately. They save 37 cents per mile on propane auto gas. It's this guy named Pat Mitchell, Director of Transportation of Mobile County Public Schools in Mobile, LA. And he says our school system has always strived to be in winning of our states of wide choosing of our fleet of brutal profane school buses. So that preventing the technology of the buses have yielded great results of saving our school district thousands of dollars in maintenance costs. So he's saying that propane buses may be good. And he says it has no DEF, no after treatment, no turbo, uses 67% less oil when compared to tropical buses and engine, and it doesn't warn at all. So I find that really kind of cool. But in my perspective, I wouldn't still purchase propane, even if it says 37 cents per mile, and it doesn't have no turbo or no DEF period. I want to actually shop this question so bad. A diesel engine is. All right, see if you can get them. I want to ask them this question so bad. I've been dying to ask this question.
Maybe I can answer the question.
All right. A diesel engine is hard starting. Which is likely the cause? A. Incorrect oil or treatment temperature. B. Low contained fuel. C. Defect turbocharge. D. Engine speed or time signal is not present to the doom sensor. Do you need me to repeat that?
So the bus is hard to start.
Yeah.
During the winter, we normally plug our buses in, so they won't be hard to start.
So what do you think? So what do you? So what do you think the answer is being? A. Incorrect oil or temperature. B. Low fuel. D. Defect turbocharge. D. Engine speed or timing signal not present due to the sensor. What do you think? Which one is it?
I think it'll be A.
A.
It's A.
That's incorrect. The answer is C. Defect turbocharge. So, like I said, it's hard to start an engine with just like let's see the cause defect in the turbo can actually do it. Last question. The driver of the school bus with air brakes says that air brakes are slow to release. What does the least less like cause? Weak returning springs, A. B. Plugging a port. C. Kinda on the airline. Or D. Warning brake line.
I don't honestly know that.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and give you the answer to that one. D. Warning brake lines. So, like I said, the driver of the school bus with air brakes says that the air brakes are slow to release. So, and it will basically kind of be warm brake lines. It, kind of warms out the brakes a little bit. So, do you ever save your videos when you like how many tapes you have of all your transportation footage? Do you save those videos or do you throw those out?
I don't honestly know.
Okay. You can get I would say I would recommend TDI 3. It says it's 10-year warranty, best class video, GPS tracking, and live view. And you can save videos up to 3 months on a film when it's recording. It doesn't reset itself every day. It saves up to 3 months. So I find that really cool. Do your school buses have governors on them?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
How you don't know? You a supervisor.
Well, I don't know how fast buses can go, but once I expect them, I don't worry about them.
Oh, so you don't really have care as that.
But I think they would have them on it, but I really don't know.
They're really supposed to, but you were one of the first people that I heard say you don't know if your buses have governors. A lot of school buses stop at 60. Okay, so a couple days ago I drove bus 5, and bus 5 went up to 70 miles per hour. I actually had an issue with that. I had to call a mechanic and let him know. We were on a highway on our way to the airport. We were taking middle school to the Washington D.C. trip, and honestly, this went out of control.
I want to do that too.
Yeah, I just find that crazy. Um, do you ever replace your seats in your bus? Like when
I
it's
think we do.
you don't replace your seats at all?
I don't think so.
Do you know that's unsafe for students if you don't change your seats at least every 4 or 5 years?
I think we get new buses before we change our seats.
Okay, because I would say because it starts to wear out, and some school buses are requiring car seats, so it's easy strap on car seats. Anyway, like I said, the seats should be replaced every 5 years you own the bus because it actually wears out all the cushion in the seats and it starts to get flatter and flatter and flatter, and then they're sitting on low flat ground, so the driver can't see them. So if it was an accident or someone on a bus, the driver wouldn't be able to even see that child because all that air, the cushion and cotton all in the seat stays in the bus, and so that's all right. Um, all right. So Nick, what is all right, Nick? What is your biggest rule on the school bus?
Biggest rule.
Yeah, what's your biggest rule on a school bus?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, what's your biggest rule on the school bus that you have? Like, what do you don't allow students to do?
Don't be loud and obnoxious.
That's a good one. Don't be loud and obnoxious. And last thing, what like I would say, do you? I mean, like I'm trying to see. I'm gonna just say it straight. Do you, how many referrals do you get? In how many referrals do you get in a month, and what are the most about? So,
What do you mean?
how many referrals do you get in a month, and what are they most about?
Do you mean like the write-up slips?
Yes, write-up slips.
Um, I don't know. Can we have actually started up doing routes or we haven't started doing that yet. So
Did you know that Titan is bringing a Type A school bus to the market? Did you know that? I think Safety Liner did it, but they republished. I should have been did a YouTube about it because I knew it already. I'm like literally in my school bus magazine showing you right now. Um, out of Ohio. Oh wow, it's in Ohio. The new line small school buses state rolled out in 2017. A new company called Titan Bus Co. So it's a new bus co based in Idaho. Soon will be starting to make its own school buses, bringing Burton Fire Seer and President Titan Buses said. TeenViewer will start up a noble player market of school buses. Customers request and doing offers. We do people and do different things. So we're hanging out base bar of 20 plus years of school bus industry. So they actually been wanting to make a school bus for 20 years, but they said they're gonna finally do it.
wow.
So I just cannot believe that they're gonna do a third party CDL in New Jersey. That happened already a while ago. I think I hear a scuba a CE beeper. But I found that really crazy when I found that out. And then Safety Liner did a YouTube video of it. So I should have did a YouTube video of it already. Because I knew it. But I don't know what happened. Alright, Nick.
Yeah, you probably hear how much YouTube in the background.
Yeah, I got it literally right here. Did you know that they're actually gonna make a work star in real life? Maybe.
I thought they already had some.
Workstar isn't real in real life. It isn't. He made it. Well, you're thinking about the word star of the small bus as a macro bird. It looks like a macro bird, but it's not. They're the same size and everything, so they look exactly the same. But would you allow a work star? Would you purchase a work star in your fleet if they were out?
No,
I know you don't know. Would you like? Would you? Yes or no?
probably, probably would, but I don't know.
Interesting. And you said you a transportation director or supervisor?
Yeah, for my work company.
Do you know what a type A is?
Isn't that like a little mini bus?
Yes, type A.
Like a
And
little, like,
yes, type A is Titan. They're making that small. They're gonna make a small bus. So I don't guess it's gonna be a type C or type C long. So yeah, but yeah, I think they're gonna make a work star. Do you ever change your? Do the mechanic change his tires a lot in their buses?
I don't know.
You don't know. You know you should be aware of things like that as a supervisor or a transportation director. You should always be like, when is you doing this? When is you doing that? Because what happened if he was on leave for a while? He was going on vacation, and you didn't have a mechanic to take care of that.
I don't know. 'Cause we have to start it up going out yet.
Hmm. Interesting. All right. If you can go to the site later on, and guys, I'll put it in the description of the video. You guys can go ahead and check this out. This looks like pretty cool. Loving the buses, month and 4 photos. In February, school bus drivers and monitors were honored to love their school bus events across the USA here, and handful of those in photos in the festival by Nicholas, by Nicholas, by Nicholas Nicole. But anyway, so like I said, I think I'm looking at a C2 right here, and it's last thing, C2s. Do you think C2s and Lion buses look the same?
They don't.
To me, they do, and to a lot of people, they do. The side of the buses look exactly the same. I find that crazy because every time I see a C2 bus, I'm like, is that a lion from a far distance? And then when it starts to drive close, I find that crazy. So I find that quite crazy, though, that that it even has that they even look alike. I think lion probably from the side it really looks a lot because right now I'm literally looking at the picture right now of a C2, and right now it looks like a lion, but it's an actual C2. I can tell the difference because of the windows of how tall they are. Lion windows are tall and everything. But yeah, like I said, back to this. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in our website, and I'm gonna in the description for those who's watching right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and type it in on the description. It's www.schoolbusfleet.com/APR17F. I repeat, www.schoolbusfleet.com/APR17F. I think I may share my screen and show you a couple things, but I'm gonna go ahead and call that done with Nick here. Nick, it was an honor having you on my show this evening. Thank you for coming to the 12 o'clock show. It's almost 12 o'clock, and the show is almost over. But I want to thank you for coming on my show a lot. I mean, I find that great how you even managed your way in, and that you worked with us and you explained everything to us. It's really cool that that you came in. Now, really, thank you for coming on. You're welcome, Nick. Thanks for having me on my show. Is there anything or any questions you would like to ask me? Anything about school buses? Anything you don't know? Anything you want to learn? Or anything? Period. Are you positive?
I don't got anything.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Are you sure? You're not sure, Nick. You not sure. Nick, go to schoolbusfleet.com. They have a lot of things about school buses on there. I get magazines from them every freaking month. That's because it comes from my mom. So one goes to the transportation department and one comes here. Oh, and you should order a call box if you own. It's another wireless two-way communication. So if you own like a big, huge fleet, you can just literally hit the call button. And you can still contact everybody. And I think, do your school buses wear safety vests?
Yes, we should.
Do so you guys wear a safety vest when you drive, like a neon safety vest?
We have safety vests that we wear in a lot when we're done wearing things. When we're done doing our route stuff.
Yeah, I think you should recommend having those on when you drive, so it's easier for in case of emergency. They actually come free with C2 buses when you purchase one, so I find that unfair because that isn't fair if someone wanted to buy a Bluebird bus and wanted to get that. You have to purchase a C2 just to have that. But they're also on sale for $80 on Thomas.com under shop. It's going to ask you for your review number, and that's the review number of your transportation. You can go ahead and buy a hat or a die-cast school bus or a coffee or just a logo, all under Thomas.com. Or you can go ahead and visit Bluebird at shopbluebird.com. They have vests, they have books, they have toys, they have hats, they have everything that you'll probably want, and you can order more things. But C2 safety in California is the gear of most wearing things. Now, I don't think I ever want to own an HDX bus ever in my life. HDX buses suck. They're oh my gosh. I wish I run EF. I cannot wait until that guy releases EF because it will be to the fleet. So, and it's going to be really, really popular because it's going to be our first bus released, our first newest bus released, and he's going to release it. He's going to probably release it on Christmas. So, Volks. Do you know Volk? You know he's releasing he made a Thomas EF, and right now he's working on it.
Oh yeah, I'm having that guy make me 2014 EF.
Nice. Oh, he has one on Richard Ross, but it doesn't work on my game. Like every time I try to spawn it, it crashes. Yeah, every time I try to. Yeah, I know. Every time I try to spawn it, it crashes, and I really want to drive that bus.
Can you do 38 and 39? That's where it spawns in.
Oh, so you got to be on a lower version to have it?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah.
I know.
Because so you have tried it one time before. You tried it before, Nick? Cool.
Yeah, I tried spawn in it. When the 4.0 version didn't work, so I had to go to the lower versions and then it spawned.
That sucks because I don't even have a lower version. I just only have 4.7. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you the recipe for a transportation success of what I use. My ingredients: 1 single skewered and a cure of GPS and routing solution. 2, most user-friendly power and software in the industry. 3, employees who love to help customer makes all who successful and adolescents and happy in transportation departments. So, and do you know what VEO is?
VEO.
Yes, right. VEO. I don't even know what that is. Do you know what that is?
Nope.
I wish I knew. I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna probably find it out. But this is the last thing, and then the show should be over because it ends at 11. It ends at 12 o'clock. No, oh crap. Yeah, it ends at 12 o'clock. Anyway, red extra lights linked to decrease in illegal passing. Did you know in 5 Idaho district tested supernal warning lights on their school buses? And I didn't even know. Oh wait, have seen stop arm violence that at least 50%. Red lights just above the bumper and framed by Kim Roger. But anyway, did you know that they have black grills on school buses? They're the color black.
Damn well.
Black chrome grill. I mean black grills. Like on school buses, it can be yellow, it can be chrome, it can be black. I'm looking right now. I didn't know, and I'm gonna go ahead and try that because it looks great right now. It's a black grill, and it have extended red lights, extended lights, and they call it the 8 ways.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you go through that in our put bicycles on.
Or you can draw it on paint.net. Draw it on.
I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, but anyway, I just find that quite crazy that they made 8 way red lights and yellow lights. Like on, it looks like how police cars have them in the front of their cars, like and over the hood. They have that on school buses now. If you purchase that,
Wow.
so they want to stop red light passing on school buses. They want that to stop so bad, but it's
Well, I'm not gonna.
it's not. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. Actually, it isn't even getting better. It's getting worse. We have a lot of younger drivers now, so they're just like crazy. See, this is why they wanted to change a couple things, like making like they don't want children. I mean, I said children. They don't want teenagers to get their license at 16. They want them. They don't want to get their license till they're 18. Why? Because they drive down the street with their music loud. They drive crazy. They act like it's no tomorrow when they drive, and it's ridiculous of of just things. Period. I just find that highly crazy. How they just do nothing the whole entire time. How people just drive up and down the street. How can you even stand to even hear loud music play in your ear? That don't hurt your ears. It's good for you at nighttime when you're getting sleepy, but during the day and unnecessary. It's unnecessary. It's just stupidity of playing loud music while driving. I just find that crazy. Don't If you're watching or listening, please don't use don't please don't play loud music. I mean, that's crazy. I know I was on my bike a couple of days ago, and this guy almost hit me, and I almost cussed at him real bad. Last question, and you're done. Would you hire a bus driver at 80?
I heard a bus driver at 80.
Would you hire a bus driver at 80? Would you hire a school bus driver at 80 years old? 80, 80. Would you hire him at 80 years old? Probably wouldn't. I don't think it's safe for CDL and CDL Health. I'm looking at it now, and they have a driver that's 83 years old. It doesn't show what county or district he works with at all. Um, but right now he's like literally in the driver's seat of a school bus, and I find that unsafe because he can literally just go crazy right now, and it'll be all over. And this book was made March of 2017. I'm about to get it, but Nick, that's about it, buddy. Oh snap, Nick, this is the nastiest thing I ever saw. They have a pink air ride seat for female bus drivers if they want it. It's a waste of money. It looks horrible. I wish I could really show a picture of this right now. It's a waste of freaking money. It looks crazy. Seats it marked 100 of seats, 100 seats for female bus drivers that would like pink in their seat to make them comfortable of riding. See, now that's just they just want them. They just want see. Reading that made them want to think they wanted them to read that and wanted to make them spend their money on that.
But we got enough our time going.
So they wanted to. I know it's okay, but they wanted them to spend that money on that. I just find it crazy. And it is now 12:01. And Nick, thank you for having. Thank you for coming to Scuba News live here out here in Cleveland, Ohio, in the studio. Welcome to SBS production. So Nick, thank you. You have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for having me on our show. Nick, do you have a website or any contact information that you like to?
Contact me on Discord if you want on the part of our community.
All right, so give me your Discord, and I'll put it in the description of the video. Oh yes, I do. Okay, I'll send it to you in the Discord description. Okay. I mean, in the YouTube description, so they can check you out and ask you a question, guys. He's hiring. If you want to join him, go ahead and join his team. He's looking for drivers. He wants drivers. So yeah. All right. Thank you for watching, Jeremiah, your host, School Bus Live.